Michael, I know it was a tough day for you personally, but what does this victory mean to the team?
Yeah, it's obviously very special. Every Test match you play for Australia, you have a lot to play for, but obviously, this series is even closer to our hearts, and obviously this first Test match is one that we'll remember and cherish for the rest of our careers. There's no doubt about that. So, I'm extremely pleased with the way the boys have gone about it. Their attitude from day one of arriving here was exceptional. Some challenges mentally, there's no doubt about it, and I think the boys expressed those leading up to the game, that individually guys were in different stages, and to be able to come out onto the field and play some of our best cricket against a very good Indian team. I certainly want to make it clear that India deserve a lot of credit for the way they fought throughout this whole Test match. They batted beautifully in both innings. I think Vijay and obviously Virat was exceptional today and showed what a wonderful player. Well, they both are, but certainly Virat has a lot of class and showed that today. So credit to our boys. There's obviously always the risk of losing when you set a declaration or set a number that he's certainly capable of getting on a beautiful batting wicket in Adelaide. But the way the boys didn't fear losing and tried to push as hard as they could to keep trying to win the game was something I was very proud of.
What does that day, do you think, mean for Nathan in particular? There's been talk and whatever for a long time about that fourth innings thing, and to bowl Australia to victory, and also I suppose not just do it, but do it by bowling really well. Yeah,
look, he bowled fantastic in both innings. I think he could have had 8 or 9 wickets in the first innings. He bowled unbelievably well. I think it probably, if anything, helps Nathan more than how anybody else thinks. I think every single person in that change room knows how good he is, knows what he did today, that he could have done that a number of times already throughout his career for us. He's bowled really well throughout his career. Like I say, he bowled without too much luck in the first innings and still picked up 5 So I hope that does his confidence the world of good, because everybody around him believes he can do that, and now it confirms to him that he's a match winner. He's shown that in the past. Anybody that has the skill to be able to take wickets in the first innings of a Test match as a spinner can certainly do it in the second innings, and he deserves a lot of credit.
Michael, how is the hamstring? And I'm assuming the SCG test is very important to you. Are you any chance of playing in that?
Every Test match is very important to me. But yeah, I think, I've had my scans. The scans are not great. They've certainly shown a tear there. The experts are looking at them at the moment. I can pretty confidently say that I won't take part in this Test series, unfortunately. And then I'll wait on the experts' advice and opinions on what I need to do to get back out onto the park. Look, I think I have no regrets about playing this Test. I have no regrets about about going back onto the field after I retired hurt. I think, I'm extremely thankful that Alex Contouris and the doctor, Peter Brookton, did everything they could to give me a chance to get on the park in this Test match firstly, but then to walk out and score some runs. So the rest will take care of itself. I'll be guided by the experts, and hopefully I'll get another opportunity to play throughout this summer.
Michael, watching Virat Kohli today, he looked several levels above the guys around him. Like when you're seeing someone playing that well, are you able to take a minute out and actually appreciate it, or can you only sort of look at it with worry as the competitor and worry what they're going to do to your team?
It's probably easier when you're on the sideline. When you're playing, it's hard. I remember, watching Sachin play for so many years and really enjoying watching him back when I watched him on television, but then when you play against him, it's not the same feeling. You want him to get out, and I think Virat was probably like that today. I think on the field, you're thinking of so many different ways or options that how you can get him out, but you have to obviously stop and acknowledge what a fantastic innings it was. The ball was spinning. There was a lot of natural variation, some bouncing, some staying a little bit lower. I think he showed his class today, there's no doubt about it. So credit to him, but fortunately we found a way to get him out. I think it was the only ball we mistimed all day. So, take nothing away to him and Murali Vijay as well. I thought he played really well.
Hypothetical, so I understand if you won't answer it.
I'll do my best.
Given the option, would you have played if you'd known this was going to happen?
100%.
Yeah.
I don't have one regret. This is the most important Test match of my career.
And getting out there to get that 40 runs after you'd hurt yourself.
Wouldn't
that
change
meant,
a thing. Yeah.
It meant a lot to you, didn't it?
How much pain were you in that innings? Can you just try to sort of detail it for us?
Not as much as I'm in now. Yeah, look, my back was quite sore. I needed some injections and some medication to get me back out onto the park. But I've said before, that's part of playing international sport. People do it on a daily basis. That, once you walk into the game, you have to do whatever it takes to finish that game. And I think it was really important for me to walk back out the next morning. India had just taken the second new ball. We'd lost 3 wickets at the end of that day with the new ball. So I thought it was important for the team that I get out there. And even if I could make runs, just try and see the new ball off to give us our tail every opportunity to score as many runs as we could. So it was part of my responsibility to get back out there and do my best. So you do that.
You've said you're out for the rest of this Test series. Do you have any fears about the World Cup as well and how this injury might affect your participation or even preparation for it?
Oh, of course. I want to be playing in Brisbane. Every game I miss for Australia is heartbreaking. You need to score runs to be in the team. I think my body generally plays, I play my best cricket when I get some momentum, so I actually get some cricket under my belt. I don't know how, like I say, the experts are looking at scans now. I don't know exactly how long I'm going to be out for. I think the World Cup our first practice game is 8 weeks away. I'd love to take part in the Tri-Series. I'd love to take part in the World Cup. But I just have to wait and see. But yeah, look, there's no doubt that, there's certainly a chance that, there's a chance I could never play again. I hope that's not the case, and I'll be doing everything in my power to get back out onto the park, but I think I've got to be realistic as well.
Like, seriously, no chance? I mean, the chance that you might not play again, or is that a flippant comment, or is it you genuinely fear that?
I think my body in general, there's always that risk. This is a different hamstring. I've did my left hamstring, I've done my right side of my back, I've just done my right hammy. I think obviously there's, I've got injury concerns at the moment. Now I've got to go back and do what the experts tell me to give myself my best chance of being fully fit. But I think I've got to be honest with myself and have a good hard think about things, definitely.
When you're on the sideline as captain like that, but you've gone into the match as captain, how much are you still thinking with a captain mindset, even though you're not on the field?
Every ball. A couple of the boys ran off the field and asked me a few questions, so I was trying to help Brad as much as I could. But like I say, he's a very experienced player, and a lot of time my answer was go back to Brad and tell him to back himself because he knows the answer. But yeah, I think I do that watching the game as well. I think it's always hard when you're not playing to sit and watch, but it's always easier when the team's having success as well. And I'm really confident that we can continue to play our best cricket in this Test series, and I'll be able to sit home on my couch and cheer the boys on and watch us win a few games, which is going to be great.